Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Tuesday morning. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend and all refreshed and ready to go back to work or go back to practice being retired. But anyway, let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his crew up there in Southport taking care of our outdoor AC needs. Take a look at a high today. It's only going to be 85, low 73. It's a little bit of cool weather, feels good. Water temperature at the end of the pier, we're looking at 83 degrees. I didn't get to do the Monday moon forecast yesterday, so let's take a look at the moon today. We're looking at it's actually a new moon tonight. Looking at it, there it is right there, and then the full moon is going to be the 20th. September 20th will be the full moon of this month, so which will be on a Monday. So the weekend before the full moon on a Monday is going to be some good outdoor activities going on, so keep that on your calendar. So that's our Monday moon forecast on a Tuesday. All right, take a look now on the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Our moon forecast is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at good tides today. We have a low tide this morning at 8:30, and then a little bit strong tide coming in. Actually, it's going to be on the 7th. It's going out, and it's going to be a good flow coming in to the middle of the day and then going out. So good job on that. The wind direction, I don't have it right now, so we'll check up on that later on. But right now, let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Got this email in at the end of last week from Dennis Brannon. Let me read you the email, then I'm going to show you the picture. Mr. Chester, several days ago, a buddy and I were exploring the Williams River off Choctawhatchee Bay and came across this. It's a cypress tree, what appears to be a palmetto growing from a scar or crack approximately 10 feet high from the base. We couldn't get close enough to examine it closely, but it contains a curiosity, just another one of nature's oddities. So he sent a picture of it right here, and you can see it's amazing, talking about nature, how different things. That's 10 feet off the ground, and here's a palmetto growing out of it. And thank you, Dennis, for taking that picture and sending it to us and sharing it with our viewing audience. And we're talking about nature oddities, how different things happen. It sort of leads into one of the stories I wanted to talk about. Florida Sportsman Magazine, that's a short story. Always the last page of the book, they have what they call an outdoor happening, and you see a picture right here of this fishing lure. And in fact, I'll talk about what I do with my classes, but this particular story right here, this is a group of guys. They started back in the 90s on the East Coast. A lot of them were firemen and buddies and all. They would do a little camping trip, and they would go. It was a small group of them, and they would. Right now, it's grown up to about 30 now, but they go every October, and so we have a lot of activity because the fish are spawning. You got the mullet, you got the snook, you got the jacks, you got everything in October, everything happening. We talk about it, same thing happens here. Well, they went, and this one of the guys had hooked with this particular lure, had hooked a big old fish. It was a jack, and the fish just broke the line with the lures in his mouth and just took off that morning. They went again that afternoon, same group of guys spread out, and everything happening, and the same guy hooked one again, except this time he'd changed the leader and all, made it a little bit stronger, same kind of lure. He started bringing them in, and you know what I'm going to say, guess what happened? He caught the same fish he'd caught that morning. That lure was in the fish's mouth. Talking about nature and how things can happen. That same fish, out of thousands of fish out there schooling and coming through that area, out of thousands of fish, he caught that same fish and was able to save that lure. So, and he had all kind of eyewitnesses, so it's not a fish story. But that was that story at the end of Florida Sportsman Magazine. Back when I was teaching outdoor ed, I would do 2 days on the Florida Sportsman Magazine, a 2-day unit, and one day they're talking about different regions of Florida that caught fish, and the second day I'd pass out 35 or 40 copies. I saved all of them, and the kids would read the short story at the end, and they would get up and tell something happening in nature, and they got a kick out of it. And a lot of them just couldn't believe that really happened. And so anyway, that's a little short outdoor happening, and that was one I just saw the other day. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to take a little early break because we've got a video coming up. But let's take a break and we'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this Tuesday after Labor Day. Got this video coming up. The other day I went down to C&G Sporting Goods. As we all know, we've talked about it. Ronnie Groom has sold the business to 3 young men who are just really doing a great job with it. I've been down a time or two and just, it really looks cool. So I said, I took my camera down there last week and Nate Taylor was there working, and he's one sort of helping run the business with his 2 partners. And we just did a walkthrough, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Nate does such a great job. He's a natural. He was in teaching. He got out and helping run this business now. And I'm so proud of that whole situation where outstanding outdoorsman like Ronnie, who has built that business, and then here turning them to 3 local guys, and they're going to run it on the same staff and all. It's exciting, win-win for everybody. So, Jeff, let's run this video. All right, folks, down here one of my favorite places, C&G Sporting Goods. And it's a windy American flag waving day. We're going to walk in here and check out what's going on at C&G. And here it is at the front door.
How's it going, sir? Good to see you. Welcome to C&G Sporting Goods. My name's Nate Taylor. Pleasure to have you here. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Groom was kind enough to bless us with continuing his legacy. So myself and my partner Zach Sanchez and Scott Pippin wanted to keep this in local hands. And here we are at C&G Sporting Goods, established in 1950.
Wow, that's a great intro. Yes, and man, things have been moved around and it looks really good.
Thank you very much.
So just walk us through what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we've been hard at it. We wanted to make sure that people could actually support their local businesses too. We've got our signature bear on the shirt, right? Complaint department. We had to do it. I mean, come on now. We've got our label brands as well. Hats. We've got really great fishing shirts. Protective, UV protected, light, doesn't feel scratchy on you or anything like that. And you can see we moved the store around to make it more comfortable for our guests. That was one of the biggest things that we noticed was people were shuffling in and out of here too fast, and we wanted them to stay a while. We wanted them to enjoy the atmosphere. So we opened it up a little bit more, but we didn't lose any products. We've actually added more products for our folks that need it out there, like Black Rifle Coffee.
Oh yeah, these are good folks here.
Oh yes.
Good folks.
Obviously support Second Amendment and our troops. It's a wonderful company, and the coffee is quality. And you can get it right here at C&G.
Oh, that's good to know. People ask me about that.
We added Igloo. We've been pushing really, really hard with ammunition. I know that ammunition has been a really, really challenging thing right now. So we are working on ammunition. You can see we got a bunch of 5.56 and 9mm ready for you. Just grinding, because it is right now it's a lot like the stock market. You got to jump on it, and you got to get it. Our hunting rounds are going to be coming in late September, November. So I know a lot of people are asking about 270, 243, 30-30, 308, 30-06. Those rounds are going to be coming in late September to beginning of October. Shotgun shells, I know dove season's right around the corner. We got you. We're working on that. We just ordered a bunch of new chokes too. All right.
I can't help but notice as I walk by, you got this little book over on the left right here.
Oh, you're talking about Full Box?
Yeah, I heard about that book.
I've heard of this book too, yeah. Wonderful piece of literature all about our local community, how it all started. Made by the gentleman who is helping me out currently. I mean, how can you not love that?
I'm telling you.
How can you not love that?
Yeah. I see part of Ronnie is still here for sure.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ronnie is still with us. This is our mama grizzly. Her hair has gotten dyed over the years from the light. I was thinking about giving her a dye job, but I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is our camping section. I didn't realize how many people love metal detectors and use them.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I love them. So y'all have them here now.
We got them.
Look.
We got 3 different styles from Garrett. We've of course got your scoops. I'll tell you, some of the funniest stories are when people pull up to the marina on their jet skis from the island because they lost their wife's ring, and they come and they get a metal detector, and they find it.
That's interesting.
It is. It's crazy. Bog pods, of course. We've got your cleaning gear, a large magazine selection. We've also increased the type of holsters that we have. If you're going to be concealed carrying and being responsible and wanting to protect your family, yourself, and your community, you got to make sure that you've got the right holster. It's all about how you feel comfortable. Of course, we've got.
Well, wait, we got to see Miss Smiling Sue.
The glue of CNG.
The
right
glue
here.
of CNG.
That's right, Miss Sue Creel.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I came in last week. You weren't feeling well, but you okay now?
Yep, I'm doing good.
You are natural.
I needed a break.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Sue is the glue. Okay.
I'm telling you.
I can't tell you.
I believe that.
How thankful I am for this wonderful human right here.
Yes.
My God, this transition would not have been a good transition at all without her.
I believe you.
And obviously, she's very supportive and just.
Yep.
And I love her, and I tell her every time when I say I love you, you don't have to say it back. So I'm still waiting on that. That's okay.
She took your word.
We are going to expand our fishing department. You can tell that we moved it back here because it felt a little bit too close
Okay.
in the front. So I think what we really want to do is focus on quality reels and poles, and not too much on the tackle. It's more about the equipment because
Yeah.
with the size of our store, we've got to make sure that we take advantage of all the space that we have.
That's right.
So, progress, it's happening here. Just changing the layout a little bit more.
Okay.
You can see how, Winston and I are walking through here. You can
We got
just hang
plenty of
out.
room.
It feels
Yes.
good.
Yes, open.
Feels
So,
good.
yeah. I got you all your diving stuff. And
That's right.
In fact, we just got.
We've got diving. We've got more spear guns, gigs, diving equipment. Actually, I didn't realize that people went spear fishing as much. I mean, my goodness.
They love it.
We have to order those things every week.
Do you really?
Yes, we run out of them like that.
That's great.
Floundering setups,
Oh yeah.
your bait, your tackle. Like I said, we're working on it.
Great selection.
Yes, sir. I want to say,
Folks, this book right here, I want to show you this book right here. Dr. Robert
Blacktails.
Shepard. This is the best book I've ever read on deer hunting. You need to come get that one right there. I promise you, that is a great book.
by Mr. Shepard.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got some history going on here.
Well,
Once again,
this is a heritage of the Florida Panhandle right here, C&G.
It is. It is. It's a staple, and we had to make sure that it stayed. We didn't want it to turn into some boutique.
I didn't want a boutique. That would be bad.
Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but gotta keep C&G. We also changed our archery section up. We wanted to give you a better view. We've got crossbows, we've got compound bows, we even got Matthews.
Oh, cool.
We got Matthews, so we are the only dealer in Bay County
The Matthews bow.
with Matthews bows.
You need not say anything else about the quality when you say Matthews.
No, you're there. You're
Yeah,
there with
that's
Matthews.
right.
But we also have bear. I want to say there's a species. No, this is the legit. Let me get this legit out real quick.
All right.
Matthews is wonderful, but check out this bear. So for $460, you're out the door
Look at that.
with the optics, the
No
setup,
kidding.
whisker biscuit, everything is included in this, and it's a heck of a deal. And Matthews also, don't let the price tag scare you. This right here, this is a mission by Matthews, and it's only $315.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
what
great
a
way to
deal.
start.
It really
It's
is.
a great way to start.
Wow.
And
Well,
very adjustable too, so that way you can figure out what your length of pull is. We can do
Yeah.
all that here for you.
when we talk about Bear, you think of Fred Bear. He's one of my heroes as a young man. I
sir.
love Fred Bear. I still got his first bows.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fred Bear
Okay.
is a legend for
Yeah, and Ronnie actually got to spend time with him.
Yes, he did.
Okay, and then of
I gotta
course,
show you something really interesting. So, those of you who do know, you already know, but it was Krigler and Graham that started C&G. Krigler and Graham. So they started it in the 50s, and then Mr. Ronnie Groom worked with them and was blessed enough, like ourselves, to get the business handed down. So back when Krigler and Groom started the business, you had to come here to get cleats. Like, this was the only spot you could go to for sporting equipment. But then Mr. Groom changed it into fishing and hunting, and it became what it is right now. But this is a picture of Mr. Krigler from World War II.
Oh, cool. I've never seen that.
Yep, that's Mr. Krigler. He used to live in the Cove, I believe, actually, off Palo Alto, or at least around that area, the North Cove area. And we just got to pay homage to him, man.
Yes, that was good of you to do that.
Yes, sir.
Of course,
we have refaced or resurfaced all the counters. You've got new glass. You've got new shelving. Better ways of you guys being able to look at the firearms is everything. So we wanted to go ahead and do that too. I don't know if I want to refinish the floors.
I know, they're cool.
I kind of like the way they look.
It's a natural. This is a natural floor.
You know how people say, oh, we want to pay for it to look rustic and old? Well, we don't have to.
You know, it's already natural, isn't
We
it?
don't have to pay for it. Yeah.
Hey, look up here, folks, all these.
Also,
That's amazing.
That's right. The wildlife is still here. We got to keep it magical.
That's right.
That's one of the things. Is like we have to keep this place magical. We got to keep the wildlife in here because I can remember, just as I'm sure y'all can remember, when you were young and you walked in here and you went, "Whoa!" You know, I mean, you were just blown away.
Yeah,
It's like
they still do it. Yeah.
Yeah. We also got y'all in the 21st century. Okay, we have two POS systems to make sure that your transactions go faster, to make sure that background checks go faster. Really, just trying to tailor to our customers and make sure that they're having a good experience all around. Okay, all around.
All right.
Got another picture to show
I'm
you.
gonna take this crud off my blade.
This is sir.
I'm gonna take the crud off this blade.
This is Craig right here, Mr. Craig Adams.
Probably use
How
a
do
little bit
the
of
bald head. He gives me
We
hair
know.
advice.
Oh, all right. The twins.
Hair advice. This is Mr. Mark Riga.
We know Mark. He knows.
Mr.
Good to
Archery
see you again,
specialist.
Coach. We sure appreciate you coming in. Always good to see you.
Oh, good seeing you. Hi, Smoke. How you doing?
Panhandle Outdoors.
Yes, sir. How you
Doesn't
doing?
get any better than that.
That's right. And then one more picture to show you.
I would probably use like a little bit of
Mr. Ronnie Groom.
No way.
That's Mr. Ronnie Groom.
There he is, right there, folks. Ronnie Groom, back in the day, literally
right.
back in the day.
Yes.
Well,
So
thanks.
there's a story about Mr. Groom and his brother finding the tarpon wreck.
Yes, we've done that story. It's an
Okay.
incredible story. It's
Yeah.
so much part of our heritage,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing story.
I mean, the amount of, we'll call it intestinal fortitude,
Yeah.
right? The guts to do
Yeah.
something like that. Just incredible. But
Well,
thank you, Coach. Really appreciate you being here, man.
Well, what we appreciate as outdoorsmen is you guys buying this and keeping it like it is, as far as appreciating the heritage of the outdoorsmen here in Florida Panhandle.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
it's been such a smooth transition. I've talked to Ronnie. I mean, you kept the staff here,
Yes, sir.
and it's just a win-win for everybody.
Yes, sir.
We just appreciate y'all doing it.
Yes, sir. We're going to keep on doing
And
it.
we're gonna come on out here on a regular basis. You're gonna come on the show, bring those other two
Yes,
guys
sir.
with you every now and then.
Yes, sir. I can.
All
I
right.
will.
Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game time from Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 12:23 to 2:23, just that one time today, right in the middle of the day. Now, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was special to me because so many people here in the Panhandle have gone to C&G, and you see the history of it. And I think the most important thing is here we have a smooth transition of a local guy selling to another group of locals. There was smooth transition. That same staff is down there, same quality service. They move things around a little bit, as any of us would if we bought a house or a business. We're going to move things around a little bit, and it's such a so many good things down there. And I remember when Ronnie would come on, he would say some people come down there and say this was like a museum. So if you get a chance to go down there and walk around and meet the folks and just introduce yourself, and it's a good win-win situation for everybody. I want to go ahead and speak again. I bring this up all the time. Small business is the backbone of America. Locally owned small businesses. All of our sponsors are locally owned, local businesses, local owners, and it's just I believe so strong in it. I know A lot of folks order online now, and we'll do a little bit online, but if we can buy locally, we're going to buy locally. And we're going to, I just feel very strong about that. And I know a lot of folks talk about it, but we've always felt that way. Though I guess it goes when a small town I grew up in, when that's the only place we'd go shopping in town to buy stuff. Or if we couldn't find it, we'd go to Tallahassee and buy it from Tallahassee. So I know how y'all feel about it. We have small businesses throughout the Panhandle, so if you can shop with them, please do. And like I say, sometimes you got to find stuff online and get it, but if you can shop local, do that. I've got several things to talk about. One thing, right next door, talking about a museum, right next door, or 2 doors down, is a Bay County Historical Museum. A lot of times I talk about that, and they have different hours, but usually people volunteer to go open it. It's right there in that section of those old buildings. And I went in the other day after I left and did a video. It was open. I just walked through it. It's a really neat display and all. And I'm a member of Bay County Historical Society, but right now there's nothing in there about fishing and boat building. And that's why I've talked about so many times about having a fishing and boat building separate museum where there's so much stuff you can put in it. So anyway, just a side note. I have all kinds of things to talk about, and I'm going to run out of time. But one thing, we're talking about scouting for game and fish. A lot of times look for nature stuff. We're talking about the birds on Friday fishing report. Looking for those birds diving and talking about history. That's how Hawk Massolino got his name Hawk. He would just watch the birds. He'd watch the hawks in freshwater areas and saltwater. So the natural signs, scouting for deer and all. Find out where they're feeding. These are just little general things I ought to be telling people who are just starting out outdoors. Some of y'all are veterans and know a lot of stuff. But getting ready for the dove season, to scout where the dove are coming in, what angle they're coming in, and what time they're coming in, and what part of the field. All these things are so important to try to scout ahead of time and get a clue. So when you go out there, you'll be in the right place at the right time. And it's going to be some good. I think it's going to be a good dove season. I'm excited about it. Again, run down to C&G, get your shells down there. And you might pay 50 cents more or whatever, but it's well worth it to be around those folks and support local business. Run out of time. Thank y'all so much for watching our show. We appreciate the viewership. Do something good today for your fellow man. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.